Hola, hola, bienvenidos una vez más a lo más nuevo de noticias en el mundo gaming.
Con Dark Circle Saiyans.
¿Qué traemos, compa?
Ahora traemos unas noticias chidas ahí por ahí.
No había mucho de dónde escoger, así es que creemos que son las mejores, las más importantes.
Así es, así es. La primera vamos a empezar con G2 Carlos y
tú, Carlos,
su pinche tweet bien perro.
ese tweet mamalón. Es buena propaganda,
Sí, claro.
buen atractivo de marketing, no manches.
Sí, no, se la rifó machino, así que
Se la rifó.
se aventó el vato bien machino. Y es uno de los owners, creo, ¿no? Sí, yo algo así.
Sí.
Y pues está chido, güey, así está bien, pues, que los owners estén, ¿me entiendes? O sea, un poquito más tratando de reclutar gente, ¿me entiendes?
Sí, es que es buena mercadotecnia porque trata de reclutar de una forma, porque él ya había sido acusado de
estar poaching,
ajá,
de estar tratando de agarrar a la gente.
de que contactaba a los jugadores que tenían contrato en otras instituciones, güey. Y ahora pues abiertamente lo declaró.
Se las puso bien sencillas.
Si eres bueno, si crees que puedes mejorar a mi equipo, y tu contrato está por terminar, cuando tu contrato termine, márcame.
Dame una llamada, un texto y
contáctame. Él dice contáctame y ya hablamos.
Te vas a volver G2. Hay que marcarle, güey.
Digo, pues siempre
no tenemos contratos.
No. Siempre y cuando juegues alguno de los juegos en las ligas que
están jugando ellos, pues. Pero pues que son las más grandes, ¿sabes?
Valorant,
League of Legends,
Warzone, Fortnite ya no tanto, pero pues ahí está, siguen participando.
Pero pues ahí están participando en los eventos chidos. So, ya saben, ustedes piensan que son buenos,
háblele.
¿Qué otra cosa traes, compa?
¿Quieres hablar? Dejemos la mamalona para el final.
Sí, hay que dejar la mamalona para el final.
Entonces, Activision.
No se la pierdan.
Activision y sus
mamadas.
Supuestamente está invirtiendo, pues no sabemos si dinero o gente
personal
para hacer ya sea un anti-cheat o gente que esté más al pendiente de lo que pasa en el juego y que reporte.
De los reportes.
Y para que sean los bans, pues, que eso no hay. Algo que es que, por una parte está bien que hayan dicho eso, que ya están invirtiendo dinero. Y ojalá sea un anti-cheat. No se sabe qué va a ser, pero ojalá sea uno. Porque eso de que estén baneando jugadores no es tan efectivo como tener un anti-cheat.
El otro día miré un Cloxy, Nick y Timothy. Estaban hablando pues de eso, del anti-cheat, ¿verdad? Y le dice Cloxy a Timothy que si cuánto cuesta un anti-cheat. Y le dice Timothy, I think Norton is free. Es que Norton es gratis. Porque estaba diciendo Cloxy pues que tenían billones y billones, que hicieron que sabe cuántos billones de dólares en esta última quarter.
Pues 7.8 billones de dólares.
Y dice, y no pueden comprar un anti-cheat. Entonces estaba diciendo, ¿cuánto cuesta un anti-cheat? Y le digo, creo que no es gratis.
No es que no puedan, es que no han querido, güey. Porque pues bien o mal les deja dinero, güey.
Y luego ¿te imaginas toda la gente que son bots como nosotros? O sea...
Pero es que somos los más perjudicados, güey, de todos modos.
No, pues sí, los que no chirean pues son los más perjudicados, ¿verdad? Pero if you can't beat them, join them.
You can beat them. Join them.
Así que ya saben, si tienen ahí unos pinches acá, unos hacks,
recomiéndenos sus hacks, porque lo he pensado mucho últimamente cuando estamos jugando, que todos lados nos matan.
Hacks.
Bueno, ya estos últimos días no lo he pensado, ya cuando traemos la nueva meta, ya.
Sí,
nueva RAM 7, pues ya con esa ya desbaratas gente, pero...
Ram 7 y Street Sweepers, ¿verdad? No se lo pierdan.
Pero ojalá sí sea un anti-cheat, güey, porque sí hace falta. Y pues nada, ya veremos qué sale al final. Si sale o si no sale, más bien. ¿Qué más traes, compa?
Activision.
Next.
Activision, seguimos con Activision. Cortó su relación con Jeff. Se llama Jeff Leach, que
Jeff
es el
Leach.
actor y hace la voz de.
Era el actor y la voz de...
La voz del Ghost, que trae la máscara pintada blanca, por andar haciendo comentarios
Sexistas.
por andar de mamón el güey.
Sexistas y discriminativos, güey, porque las hace menos, pues. Y sexistas porque decía muchas pendejadas.
O sea, estaba denigrando muy feo a las mujeres. Eso nunca lo debes de hacer, seas quien seas.
Y después de... ¿Cuántos años tenía? Como 8 años, ¿no? Con Activision.
Tenía buen rato.
Pero pues, ahora sí. Pero eso no es de hoy, ¿eh? Ya había pasado desde el
No, ya había pasado desde
2017.
2016, sí. Y siguió
Donde estaba en una entrevista
Sí.
diciendo pendejadas de las mujeres. O sea, güey. Es que cuando tienes una carrera en una plataforma como lo es Activision, güey, tan grande y con tanto por de entre medio, pues, o sea, puedes perjudicar o puedes perder tanto, güey. Y ahí la neta sí.
Yo entiendo que la gente a veces se enoja. Ay, no, man. Yo entiendo que la gente a veces se enoja, pues, se da de...
Sí, pero cuando haces rage no haces...
Pero eso ya es mucho. Todo lo que dijo, todo lo que dijo el vato ese, o sea, son cosas que no van. O sea, yo entiendo que te hace enojar a alguien y ¿sabes qué? Sé una persona más grande y compórtate como debes, ¿verdad? No es que andar... A mí, yo entiendo que si le vas a decir, a lo mejor te enojas poquito y le dices... F you o lo que sea, pero ya decirle todas esas cosas que le dijo y hacer de esa manera.
Sí, es que como se avienta todo un diálogo por 5 minutos diciendo pendejadas. O sea, eso es lo que no está bien, o sea, para nadie. O sea, ni para hombre ni para mujer, o sea, no está bien. O sea,
no puedes denigrar a nadie, ni hombre ni mujer.
Pero no puedes denigrarlos de esa manera en la que él se expresaba a las mujeres y se expresaba de esa persona en específico, porque está cabrón.
Así que ya saben, no anden de acá, de cabrón, nada.
Denigrando gente. Enójense y mándenos a la chingada a todos, pero no digan pendejadas.
Hey guys, I'm Unicorn here. I know a lot of you are concerned about me, or you're worried what's going on, or you're seeing a lot of stuff, especially this week. Today, I was supposed to be a guest on TauntFest. It is a paid opportunity. They don't usually tell you who the other guests are, but then this morning, as I'm on the way in the Uber to the studio, saw them tweet and tag Jeff Leach also as the other guest. Now, I have a history with this person. He has been extremely sexist to me and to many other women. He's harassed me, he has sexually harassed me and other women. He's a repeat offender. These are things that are out there you can find on the internet. Multiple people have a problem with him. One of the other hosts for the H1Z1 Invitational did not want to work with him either because she has had experiences or knows of experiences. There are so many people who have come out about him, and especially with what's going on in Hollywood lately with people coming out about, abusers and sexual harassment and harassment in general. It's kind of baffling to me that this person is still getting hired by Twitch, is still getting hired by other companies with this well-known issue of his, and the proof is piled up. And I will show you some of the proof of his harassment of me, including a bit from Time. Todd was also saying he was upset that I wasn't even there to defend myself to these comments that Jeff made. It's pretty much a pussy coward move. I didn't show up to avoid confrontation yet, however, I'm still harassed, still defamed with his comments, even though I'm not there. I'll show you the clip.
It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing.
All right. Well, you know what? We got that one out of the way. You got to get the first one out of the way.
What was that?
So,
No wonder why Zombie Unicorn didn't want to come on.
She didn't want to come on, yeah. Because she'd have to actually be amusing.
Yeah, that is the
She
reason.
couldn't just rely on
here we go.
horrendous cleavage.
Guys, we're going to find out who's the first person to win
I said it.
on Twitch.
I meant it.
Jeff, be a nice guy right now. So come,
Hey,
walk it back.
it's your chat, mate. It's not me. If you're going to
Hey,
read it
chat,
out.
be nice.
Yeah, Sasha,
All right.
don't read stuff like that out.
Yeah, don't read that out. You're going to act. He's a comedian, for God's sake.
I didn't know I was baiting him. I'm sorry. I thought he had self-control.
Wait, we got to find out.
By saying this about me on the stream, Jeff Leach has broken Twitch terms of service. This is not his first offense, and it won't be his last. Let me show you exactly where in the Twitch terms of service and the community guidelines that he broke. In the Twitch terms of service, as you can see right here, Twitch terms of service, prohibited conduct. You cannot create, upload, transmit, distribute, or store any content that is inaccurate, unlawful, infringing, defamatory, obscene, pornographic, invasive of privacy or public publicity rights, harassing, threatening, abusive, inflammatory, or otherwise objectionable.
No wonder why Zombie Unicorn didn't want to come on.
She didn't want to come on, yeah. Because she'd have to
that
actually
is the
be
reason.
amusing.
Yeah, that is the
She
reason.
couldn't just
So
rely on
here we go.
horrendous cleavage. I said it.
On Twitch.
I meant it.
Jeff, be a nice guy right now.
You came here because you're a fucking simp with a saggy vagine. That's why you came over here. By the way, you can go back and tell that boy that he wouldn't say any of that shit to my face. Because I'm a giant. I'd crack him in half, which is what I would do to you if you weren't so fucking ugly. Do me a favor, darling. See yourself out and don't let the door hit your fat ass on the way out. I love how it's always like some dirty, gross, fucking looking emo bitch who looks like she fucking has no chance of getting a bit of dick in her. See you later, Leah. Suck my fat girthy cock, you stupid cunt. I don't give a shit. You're gone. You're done. You're banned. You're out of here. That shit's not coming into my community.
So after that video, serious and unforgivable sexism. It follows that Jeff Leach does not respect women as equals. So as girl gamers, what do we do as a collective to change the way certain males view women?
We speak out. I mean, if you're
Take a
silent,
stand.
ultimately, if silence ultimately is part of the problem, right? If you see something or you're aware of something and you choose to let it slide because maybe it doesn't bother you, right? I'm very hard to offend. So let's say maybe that didn't offend me. If I chose to not say something, I'm then part of the problem.
You know, and for him to take it as a comedic joke about our female, like how our physique is, it's just appalling because there's so many stereotypes as it is with females as it is. And then for us to be the minority in a gaming community, it just adds to everything that is being said.
Does that mean by affiliation that Facebook is okay with what's being said? I don't know. Unfortunately, perception is reality. And because it's being allowed to continue, the perception then is that Facebook or Activision is okay with those things being said.
Standing together is going to do that for us female gamers out there.
You have to take a stand for what's wrong, otherwise nothing will ever change.
Y ahora, ¿qué otra cosa tenemos por ahí?
¿Qué más?
No sé si escuchaste que Ninja ya dejó de competir en Valorant, ya no está haciendo, ya dejó su team, no dejó su team pues, pero ya no va a competir con su team en Valorant porque está, por todas las cosas pues que tiene en su vida que están pasando, que o sea, su brand está tratando de, muchas cosas lo quitan de la vida real pues, que es su brand, lo de Ninja y pasar tiempo con su familia y la chingada, y dijo que mejor ya iba a dejar de jugar.
Pero, ¿sabes qué, güey? Algo está pasando con Ninja porque está bien flaco, güey. No manches, está flaco, güey. Pero, no manches, de cómo estaba, güey.
Pues es que él dice ahí que se estaba estresando mucho, güey, porque dice ahí que estaba, o sea, que se estaba estresando mucho por lo mismo, porque tenía que competir. Y pues la competencia pues es algo competitivo, ¿me entiendes? Y te estresas más porque necesitas competir bien, necesitas ponerte las pilas y la chingada y entrenar y esto y lo otro. Y él dice pues que era mucho, en parte era mucho eso, que el estrés, porque tiene el brand de Ninja y tiene que estar hablando con gente y tiene más resources que le entran pues de
pero
cosas.
Pues tiene su manager, su esposa, güey.
Pues sí, pero él es la face, güey, o sea, el manager nomás te dice, es que hay esto y esto y esto otro, y si lo quieres hacer, tú eres el que tienes que andar haciendo todas las madres, ¿me entiendes? O sea, el manager nomás es para manejar todo lo que estás, tus días,
para conseguirte los contratos día, que puedas tener.
Y es lo que estaba diciendo él, pues, que eso era mucho, porque estaba triste y estaba depresivo, o sea, estaba pues estresado y todo el pedo, y ya dicen que ahorita ya se siente mejor, que ya ahorita se va, como ahí el stream, el clip que puso que estaba en el stream, pues ese, dice, ahorita me salgo y me voy con mi esposa, pues, ¿verdad? Y se queda ahí, y pues ya no, ¿me entiendes? Se puede salir a la hora que él quiere y quedarse con su familia, ¿me entiendes? Entonces, ella estaba diciendo pues que ya se sentía un poquito mejor y con la chingada y esto y lo otro. Pero pues está cabrón, pues también
está
el estrés.
cabrón, es que sí está cabrón el estrés.
También te matan mucho.
Es que sí, güey, te matan un chingo, güey.
Yo entiendo que es por la feria, pues, pero pues también tienes que darte tiempo para tu estado mental.
Sí, es que la salud mental es más importante, güey, porque sí se ve bien demacrado, güey, cuando en los videos que yo he visto, pues, se ve bastante demacrado de cómo estaba, pues, cómo era la persona antes de... Está canijo, güey. O sea que métanle, pero no se estresen, o sea, diviértanse, pues, es que cuando dejas de divertirte en lo que haces, pues también está cabrón, güey, sí.
Pero es que también por eso muchos streamers no compiten mucho tampoco.
Profesionalmente, tanto como en torneos,
sí,
pues.
Los streamers más grandes ya no quieren hacer eso por lo mismo, güey, porque ellos pueden streamear, ganar su feria y te puede salir lo que quieren, ¿me entiendes?
Sí.
Y más porque la mayoría del dinero que hacen es de YouTube. So, ellos con unos juegos que jueguen, ya generan billete, ¿me entiendes? Y aparte el billete que generan en stream.
Durante el stream. Sí, eso sí. Eso es verdad.
Y ya mejor no compiten, porque como estaba diciendo Ninja, dice, era la noche, pues, ¿verdad? Y dice, ahorita me tengo que salir, pues tenía que salir del stream, si tenía que competir, se tenía que salir del stream y tenía que jugar Valorant para entrenar o lo que sea, o jugar la competencia. Y pues eso es presión, pues, ¿me entiendes?
Sí, pues es puro. O sea, es salirte de un lado para seguir jugando, güey. Está cabrón. No. Ojalá se recupere, porque si no, vale.
Clorox goes, yo, what time you getting off? I'm not. I know I belong in this elo. I know that I'm not getting carried. I got myself to plat 1 like 70 LP solo queuing when I wasn't streaming like a couple weeks ago. I know I can be here. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I belong in Diamond or Challenger or Masters or any of that. I know I have so much to learn in this game, mechanically, macroing, all that stuff. I'm so happy right now, Jesus. No, you would like I don't know. For those guys who don't know, my boy Morgazi is my Valorant teammate, and he's still one of my really good friends. Gonna be one of my best gaming friends for a long time. But dude, I was really sad, man. I was like really stressed out. I knew that I knew that I was gonna have to stop competing in Valorant because like life was picking back up. My family, there were a lot of events going on with my family, hanging out with my friends, and like work, a lot of ninja related stuff, right? A lot of brand stuff, calls. Just, you know, opportunities with influencers. So many things we're coming back into the fold because, you know, Justin and I are vaccinated, and like a lot of people are slowly getting back into the swing of things. And I was starting to just get really sad because I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to compete in Valorant for much longer. And the other day I told my boy, you know, I told the team that like I wanted them to find a replacement for me. Like I feel like such a big weight has been lifted off my shoulders, dude. Because now I can stream whenever I want. I can get off right now if I wanted to. Literally, I mean, I've been streaming for 5 hours. I can hop off right now and just spend the rest of the night with Jess. I would have had to have gotten off 26 minutes ago and been ready for scrims if I was still competing. Now I can like stream. It's just, dude, my whole life right now is just so much more open, and I feel like I'm not weighing my team down, which is honestly probably why I was so sad to begin with, because I knew that eventually, I knew that it was going to come to an end. I knew that I wasn't being able to 100% give it my all, and you know, a little selfishly, I wanted to continue to compete with my boys. Dildo, thank you for the 31 months, man.
Nada. ¿Qué más traes? Estelar. ¿Qué más traes?
Último antes del estelar machín. No sé si viste Nickmercs.
Nickmercs y Huskers, otra vez. Sí, pues, sí los vi, pero Nickmercs se disculpa con la muchacha, con la novia o hermana, lo que sea de Huskers, güey. No con Huskers.
Y la razón fue porque pusieron, la muchacha o Huskers puso una foto de ellos dos y le hicieron bullying, pues, a la foto.
A la muchacha, le hicieron bullying a ella directamente, que era su hermana, que parecía hombre, que se hacía. O sea, los seguidores de Nickmercs le estaban haciendo bullying a la muchacha que salía en la foto con Huskers. Y hubo una cadena de tweets donde, pues básicamente también decían muchas pendejadas de migrantes y Nickmercs salió a decir que no hicieran eso, pues, que él nunca les había dado, o
sea, nunca les había dicho que fueran.
Sí, que les nunca. O sea,
Y eso
les daba el
está
valor
bien.
de decirles, vayan ustedes y háganlo. Y él dice que no, que nunca les ha hecho eso y que no deben, pues. Que los problemas que él tiene con Huskers son de él y de Huskers, pues, que a la demás gente, pues ahora sí que literalmente no nos importa, güey.
Y él mismo dijo, yo no hago esas cosas, ¿por qué lo van a hacer ustedes? ¿Verdad? Yo si tengo un problema con alguien es con esa persona y con esa persona me la voy a arreglar, ¿me entiendes? Pero él no anda haciendo esas cosas.
No hay cosa que me pueda importar menos que Huskers, pues.
Y pues eso también está mal, ¿verdad? Porque la gente pues anda haciendo cosas que no deben.
Sí, o sea, porque están contigo, son tus seguidores, o sea, ellos en su mente es defendemos a Nick. Pero la verdad es que está cabrón.
Pero también estás dando un mal nombre a Nick, porque ya le estás poniendo, lo estás haciendo como
en referencia de él, pues, sí. pero por eso dice, él sale a defenderse diciendo que no hagan eso, porque pues él no los está mandando ni él está haciendo eso. ¿Por qué ustedes lo van a hacer si yo no lo hago? Y está bien por esa parte de Nick, está bien. Que Nick y Huskers tengan pedos, pues ya que los arreglen entre sí. Porque ya tienen... ¿Cuánto va de esta pelea? Ya casi va un año. Ya, casi va un año.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Dong dong. All right, man. Listen. So I'm gonna mute all alerts real quick and just have a little AB conversation between you and me. I'm literally kicking. My shoes are off. I'm kicking my feet up. We're gonna have a little chit chat. If you want to have a chat with me, nice. If not, I get fucked. All right. First things first. You know, I understand. I want to just make it clear that I understand my position here, you know, in the stream and in the community. You know, I understand my position on Twitch. I understand who I am, you know, in the real world and on the internet and shit. Like I know who I am. And I know that sometimes, you know, I might say some things or do some things that isn't exactly quote unquote the best for leading by example. I understand that. But even with that being said, I think that I do a pretty good job. I think I do a pretty good job across the board. Like when you look at everything, I think I do a pretty good job. I think I can do better. And I think that as I get older and I go through things, I think I'm only getting better. You know, and I think and as I say everything that I'm about to say, I want to just make a note real quick. Like we all got to understand. You know, I'm not putting myself on some pedestal. I make mistakes. I've said some stupid shit in my life plenty of times. Some things that I regret, some things that I wish I never said. I've thought things that I wish I never thought, you know? And sometimes I wish I could go back to the old me when I was 5 years younger, 8 years younger, 10 years younger and slap the shit out of them. I mean, I do. But I'm also aware that you guys are in that boat too. So I don't want anybody, including myself, to act like we're better than anybody or we're above that. You know, we just fly. I just float around everywhere and I'm Mr. Perfect. Hell no. And we're still learning. I'm 30 and I'm up here talking like I'm 70. I'm not. I'm 30. I don't even have a kid yet. I'm still a kid. I play video games for a living. You know? And a lot of you guys are in that same boat too. You guys are growing up, man. We're all learning. We're getting better. We the saying goes, you learn as you go. And you do. You learn as you go. All right? Now, so I don't want anybody to get reamed too bad on either side of this. Like, I don't want people to get too upset with people for saying things. And I don't want people to get too upset for people, for saying things about what things have been said. Okay? Just understand that we've all said stupid shit. Nobody's perfect. That's my point. Okay? All right. Now, putting that behind us, and on that note, let's go forward. Here's the thing. You guys cannot go and harass people. You can't. Okay, you can't. You can't do it. I mean, you can't, and especially, you cannot go, especially, you cannot go and harass like other people that aren't even a part of what you might be upset about. Now, to get real direct, Huskers put out a picture or some shit, okay, of him, and I don't know who she is to him. It appears to be his girl. I don't know, I don't know who she is. I don't want to say it's his girlfriend because I just don't know. Either way, this woman has not done a thing to us. I mean, she's nothing. I mean, she's just living, man. Takes a picture with the guy, and there were a lot of really shitty comments about her on that picture. So just let me just hammer this part out quickly because I don't want to stay here too long. That is not okay. It's not okay. Now you know that. I mean, I don't even really need to say that. You should know that. Okay? I don't in leading by example. I mean, I don't ever do that. I never go after people. Like, if I'm having problems with somebody, I never go after, like, other entities. I keep it direct. I got a problem with you. And I do have a problem with Huskers. I got a problem with them. You're goddamn right. I don't like the motherfucker. But she ain't got nothing to do with that. And people were saying all this extra stuff, man, and that's up. That's not who we are. We're not. That's not MFAM. That's not. The MFAM. People have been talking a lot about what the MFAM is. They've been trying to define it, like break it down. A lot over the past day as well, because there's been a little bit of confusion. You know what I'm saying? And I think there's people that have it a little bit wrong on both sides. A lot of people were obviously saying that, we don't make fun of chicks like that, especially when they ain't do nothing wrong. I mean, that's just some immaturity. Now, listen, I understand. I don't want to act like I'm above you. I'm not. I have said things to men and women in my past that I shouldn't have said. I'm not above you. I'm coming at you from a way where, listen, I've made those mistakes too. It doesn't make what you did okay, but let's learn from it and move forward as the best you can, okay? You got to do that. Now, the other side, and it's important to talk about. A lot of people were apologizing to Huskers and shit. Now, make it clear. This is very clear. I don't encourage any of you guys to say anything bad to Huskers. I don't. I might inadvertently do it, not on purpose. It might just happen because you're with me and he's against me, I mean, it might just happen that way. But I don't encourage you guys to go say anything bad about this guy. Okay? Now, I got people dropping paragraphs of apologies to Huskers, saying like, sorry for the shit that he's getting. Now, it's important to address this part too. I'm a big believer in you reap what you sow. Okay? I mean, for every action, there's a reaction. It's a very important part of life, and we got to talk about it real quick because this guy just doesn't get a pass for what? Nah. No. You were invited to a $20,000-$30,000 tournament. You popped off. You won money from my tournament. And then we link up in a 2v2, you know, whatever, a month later, and you act like a child. The behavior and the actions were stupid. Just a complete joke across the board. Anybody who's looking at it from my angle, anybody in my shoes, and the best part about it, I've never brought this up, but if the tables were turned, anybody, I mean, he could you imagine how upset he would have been? I get invited to a tournament. Me and the M-Fam go and ball out, and then we play the guy that invites me to the tournament, right? We're getting hacked on. The guy's trying to DM me with a solution, and I just ignore him and say, just fucking join up. What? If anybody else acts like that, it's a fucking mockery. It's unbelievable. So, you know, hey, nothing to be sorry to Huskers for, man. I mean, he needs to fucking learn how to speak to people. He needs to learn how to speak to people. He needs to learn how to handle himself, because there's a reason why he's where he is. Okay, there's reasons for all that. So there's two things to address here. One, guys, we do not go and attack like other people like that. We don't do that. You leave that girl alone. In fact, you guys should go apologize to her, because that's not a representation of me, and that's not what I do. That's not what the M-Fam does. I mean, we're just not that. That's not who we are. We don't do that stuff. Okay? But on the same token, what are we apologizing to Huskers? I mean, I see a couple of you guys are, all right, I'm just a what? I don't feel bad for that motherfucker at all. Not even for a second. He needs to learn, man. Keep your mouth shut. Like I said, this pandemic's got everybody super comfortable. Well, chilling, feeling real comfy to say whatever, however, man. So yeah, I was slightly disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I think we're better than that. I'm gonna get in a Discord call with her, and I'm gonna talk to her AB, you know, and just kind of like apologize directly. You know what I'm saying? That the people, you know, I understand that we are a community of millions, man. I mean, literally millions. And it's also important to know that there's going to be some bad apples, man. Like, you know, we can't, it's also important to know that I can't control all this shit. I mean, I do the best I can, and I fucking will. And I understand that I need to learn, and I need to grow and do things, and I'm going to keep trying and keep learning. And I hope you guys trust me and have faith in me to keep doing my thing the best I can. But at the end of the day, I can't type for people, and I can't make decisions for people. I can influence them the best I can, but you know, there's going to be people that you know, say and do things that this is out of my control. You know what I mean? So with that being said, don't ever let a couple bad apples represent the entire group. We got, and you know, we're not going to drag people for a mistake for months and months and months. You know, we'll knock it on the chin. You know, shit happens. People make mistakes. We move on. We teach them. I want to teach them that this is not okay. Not fucking scold them and drag them and ban them and, you know, no. We teach them. Don't fucking do this. And this is why, you know. So let's be better than that, yeah. You got to think about it like, you know, you guys got a little sister or like a sister or a mom or something. I mean, imagine, you know, imagine a bunch of people after them on like, you know, Instagram or Twitter or some shit. It's just weird. It's weird. It's not right, you know. But again, I'm going after two different points here, man, because I want to make it clear, yeah, dude. Fuck, this guy should learn to keep his mouth shut. He really should, man. Keep your fucking mouth shut and be thankful when people invite you to shit, you know, and learn how to act and speak, you know, because this is also kind of a fucking result of his stupid behavior, in my opinion. I mean, seriously, I'm not saying what they did was right at all. I'm just saying that, you know, if everyone's to learn from this, and I think we are, I mean, everyone has to learn, including myself. Another person that has to learn is him and her. Him and her are supposedly teammates in this game we call life. She needs to sit his ass down and say, listen, you can't fucking act like an idiot. You know? The guy invited you to a tournament. You fucking curved him. You act like a little kid. And then he said some stupid shit on stream when it was all said and done. You know? What, do you think he's going to like you now? No, he's not going to fucking like you. You know? That's called life. That's how it is. Right?
Se pusieron ahí a... Se pusieron mamones. Ya. Next.
La estelar, para la chida, ahora sí. La chida.
Pobre Tufi.
Tufi va a estar.
Apex Legends hacker.
Va a estar en un tú por tú. En una celdita.
Tú por tú, probablemente. Dicen los rumores que está teniendo problemas con la ley. Podría ir a prisión, pues.
Este es el hacker de Apex Legends. Este fue el que,
imparable, el que nadie podía detener.
Este fue el que hizo que banearan a Shiv. Por decir un chingo de cosas.
Por decir un chingo de cosas, exactamente. Este era el imparable, el que no podían detener, que no encontraban, que no sabían. Y mira, llegó otro jugador, le jugó una.
Se lo jugó bien machín, ese estuvo chido. Le dijo que era un reportero.
Rasboro le jugó una diciendo que era un reportero y que lo iba a entrevistar. Que él podría hacerlo famoso, pues, porque estaba escribiendo una nota para un reportaje, pues, y que él lo podía llevar a las grandes ligas y quién sabe qué. O sea, le lavó el coco y
que se lo chinga. Le pidió la ID, le pidió un video donde decía su nombre y todo el pedo y la chingada. O sea que le agarró todo lo que
enseñaba su ID con su dirección y todo, o sea, lo jugó bien. Y pues sí está cabrón, güey. O sea, está canijo, güey. Para hacer, qué huevos de cabrón del otro, ¿no? También.
Pero también, bueno, también depende, pues, si, o sea, eso que hizo el streamer ese, pues es falso, o sea, es algo falso. Entonces, también eso lo pueden pelear los abogados. O sea, a lo mejor no se va al bote, pero pues de menos ya van a saber quién es.
Sí, ya lo pueden vetar, el pinche Apex.
Entonces ya más o menos van a... Porque estaba mirando yo ahí que estaban diciendo que estaba cambiando hardware o no sé qué en la computadora para que no lo pudieran detectar o la chingada, algo así.
Sí, está difícil. Al final se aventaron ya cuando le dijo que no era ningún entrevistador, se aventaron
un chingo,
ahí. Se aventaron unas palabras diciendo que se le podía dar a quien sea, de todas maneras no lo iban a encontrar, quién sabe qué, y al final, mira.
Lo encontraron, papá.
What happened to Tufi? He's in jail. That man is going through the court process right now.
What are you waiting for? Let's do this.
Tried to warn him. Tried to tell everybody. But, yeah, our dude is now...
But there's one everlasting problem. The cheaters. They are ruining our fun, breaking the ranked ladder. For months and months, one of them has been running free, unstoppable. His name is Tufi. This is now history. Who is Tufi?
So, I am Tufi. I live in Belgium 27 years, and I work on an ordinary work in a factory as operator.
When did you start cheating? Does it require any skill?
I started cheating in Apex Legends in Season 2, and yes, it is very easy to cheat on Apex Legends. You just need to search on internet a software for it.
Basic form for a journalist. We have to do it for online and TV coverage.
There you go. Here's the menu.
So yeah, I would just need a small confirmation video, like I'm Tufi, we will see each other, like, you know, for a security reason. Like we said, I'm Tufi. I have they will make you sign the form, and I have the ID.
Hi, it's Tufi. It's me with identification number 14M81PC1, and I think we're ready to see each other next week. Thank you.
What is the bad news?
What is the bad news?
I'm not a journalist.
What you are?
I'm not a journalist.
Oh, yeah, and?
Yeah, so you got baited, bro. So if I send it to Mr. Hideouts now, what you gonna do?
No,
huh?
you can even send it to the EA company, my friend.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? I did send it to Respawn.
It's not gonna happen as shit. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, yeah, you
That's
think
what I'm
so?
telling you.
You think
Yeah,
so?
I think so.
Yeah.
Así es que ya le estaremos informando si cae el bote o no.
I'm sorry, Tufi.
Tufi. No te amábamos de todos modos. O sea, está bien que ya no seas un hack. Uno menos.
Uno menos en la bola. Uno menos y dos más que nos vamos a juntar.
Sí, hay que. La neta, hay que. De aquí en adelante, hacks para todo.
Así es.
Hack lives. Y
yo creo que es todo por hoy.
Sería
por
todo.
Del...
Dejamos a Tufi hasta el final porque, pues, es lo que se viera el bote. Y pronto nos veremos en otro episodio más de este tu mundo de noticias.
Con Dark Circle Saiyans.